Good afternoon, baseball fans. Just a brief audio test, just a very brief audio test from Buchholz Park in Stevens Point. We get set for the final week of the regular season right here on Zaleski Sports, your Auto Select pregame show, starting at about 4:50 or so, right here.
The SPASH baseball coaching staff, underclassmen, and supporters of SPASH baseball would like to recognize...
Good afternoon, baseball fans. We send a hearty welcome to Buchold Park here in Stevens Point, as it is the final week of the regular season here in the Wisconsin Valley. And we got a big matchup for you guys right here. It's the SPASH Panthers hosting the Evergreens of DC Everest. My name is Mike Wendland, Angelica Dean, and Ryan Rasmussen on the production side of things today here from Buchold Park. This is your Auto Select pregame show. Auto Select, Stevens Point's best choice for auto repairs, maintenance, and tires with complete auto repair services. Locations on Church Street and Highway 10 East in Stevens Point, Schofield Avenue in Weston. No matter your automotive needs, look to Auto Select, and you are good to go. DC Everest, it is simple. Win one of the games, either today or Thursday, and you are outright Wisconsin Valley Conference champions. They come in with a record of 20-4, 9-1 in conference play. All they got to do is win one, and they have it outright. On the other side, the SPASH Panthers 13-11, 6-4. They're pretty much locked into third place in the Wisconsin Valley Conference as they get their pitching and everything lined up for their playoff game next Tuesday on June 3rd. They will host Eau Claire Memorial in the 8-9 matchup. Winner of that game goes to take on the top-seeded Hudson Raiders. DC Everest, the 2 seed, they have a bye in their side of the bracket, and they will host the winner of River Falls and Wisconsin Rapids. That being said, as we get set for our umpires and coaches meeting at home plate, we're going to take a brief timeout, hear from our friends over at Auto Select, and when we return, we'll have your starting lineups, get you guys ready for the first pitch right here on Zaleski Sports.
When it comes to vehicle maintenance and repairs, Stevens Point knows you can always put your trust in Auto Select. Keeping up with vehicle maintenance is often an inconvenience, but with locations on Highway 10 East and Church Street in Plover, Auto Select will have you back on the road in no time. Enjoy their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty, along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. Quality, dependable, automotive care experts you can trust in Stevens Point, Plover, and in Weston. At Auto Select, you're good to go.
Stevens Point, you take a look at the bullpen getting loose for DC Everest. Will be starting pitcher Carter Miller. The right-hander is going to be making his 9th start of the year. He's 4-1, a 135 earned run average that leads the team. 41 in the third innings, 28 strikeouts, just 41 hits allowed. He has been effective pitching to soft contact and limiting damage for the Evergreens and coach Dave Langbin. The other side, SPASH has already got their pitcher warmed up. Joe Shizik will be getting the start. He's making his 10th of the season, 4-3 overall, a 286 earned run average in 44 innings, 35 strikeouts, just 12 walks. He has been easily the ace of the team for SPASH this year. DC Everest in their green jerseys, gold numbers on the front, white numbers on the back, the green caps. For SPASH, their final home game of the regular season in their all-white uniforms, red numbers and letters, black caps for Coach Craig Terpstra. Again, this has been your Auto Select pregame show. Again, Auto Select is Stevens Point's best choice for auto repairs, maintenance, and tires with complete auto repair services. Locations on Church Street, Highway 10 East in Stevens Point, Schofield Avenue in Weston. No matter what your automotive needs are, look to Auto Select, and you are good to go. 325 down the lines here at Buchold Park, 375 to center. If you hit our center field camera, I will be very upset with you, but that is also quite the impressive swing if you get a home run out past that 375 sign. And both these teams, longtime rivals, meeting for their first of 2 games this week. Today here at Buchold, Thursday over at DC Everest, and then you turn to the playoffs. Again, SPASH will host Eau Claire Memorial next Tuesday against the Old Ames. The winner goes to Hudson. DC Everest, the 2 seed, they get the bye. They will host the winner of the 7-10 matchup. River Falls, the 7, Wisconsin Rapids, the 10. Other matchups in this section, Section 1, Division 1, Menominee and Wausau, west of the 5-12. Marshfield at Chippewa Falls is the 13-4. New Richmond, the 3-14, will host Superior, and the 6-11 Eau Claire North will host Wausau East. In that first-round games on June 3rd, the regional finals, June 5th, next Thursday, and then June 10th, the following Tuesday, will be the 3-game sectional, which will be right here at this ballpark on the 10th at 10-1-4. Got to win 2 games on that 10th to punch your ticket to Appleton and make it to the state tournament. So I don't know if we're waiting for umpires or if we're... So it looks like we're just waiting for our umpiring crew. Looks like now they're starting to walk over. Okay, I see them now. I think I had to get the gear on and get ready for this one. And now we'll just get ourselves ready for this one. So let's take a look at key players to watch here in this one as we get set for our umpires meeting and then our opening ceremonies. Cole Van Slyke leads in every major category for DC Everest. 377 average, a team high 26 hits, 23 RBIs, 16 walks, 10 doubles, also a triple and a homer. In the time, only 5 strikeouts as well. That's a very impressive number for the Everest catcher. Get on the mound. Carter Miller getting the start today, getting his 9th start, 4-1 to the 135 earned run average. Ty Rhodey, breakout freshman, 297 average, but a team high 74 at bats. Also has driven in 20 and scored 18 runs. Devin Poppy leads in runs scored with 24. For the SPASH Panthers, Adam Noskoviak leading in hitting, 329 average, leads the team in triples, hits, at bats. Calvin Roth leads in most of the other categories. A couple of home runs, 8 doubles, and second on the team in runs scored, 19. Kaysen Sager, a team high 27 runs scored. Leading RBI man, Corey Kirilunas, 20 runs batted in on the season, a 257 hitter, 6 doubles, 1 home run. And again, Joe Shizik leads in every major pitching stat in games, starts, wins, innings, strikeouts. Gavin Thiel, your ERA leader, at 1.85. As Dave Langman and Craig Terpstra exchanging lineup cards with our umpiring crew. A beautiful day here from Buchholz Park on Zaleski Sports. Take a quick look at our weather as well as we get closer and closer to first pitch. 70 degrees on the dot. Mostly cloudy skies. Again, a beautiful day. Not a ton of wind. Of course, a whole bunch of other games going on. So as we wait for things to get going, let's take a look at what's going on around our network today, including some big playoff softball. Starting the ball diamond, though, 1-0 Marathon over Columbus Catholic in the bottom of the first. Pittsville Port Edwards. Pittsville leads 2-0, top 2 in baseball. Pittsville wins. They will share the conference with the Pacelli Cardinals in the CWC South. Softball regional action. Necedah up on Pacelli 2-0. Top 3 over at WIAA Park. The 8-1 match. Pacelli the 1 seed, 24-1. Softball 1-0 Stratford over Cadott. Bottom of the first over in Stratford. Amherst and Wittenberg Burnhamwood going head-to-head. Top third, Wittenberg up 2-0 over the Amherst Falcons in a 2-7 matchup in Division 3. Baseball over at Memorial. Pacelli Edgar scoreless, bottom of the second. And also baseball action, no score in the bottom of the second. Actually now a 2-0 lead for Eau Claire Memorial over. No, it goes to third. No score. Chippewa Falls and Eau Claire Memorial over at Carson Park. Of course, this one waiting to get started just a couple of moments as our meeting continues between Coach Dave Langman, Craig Terpstra, and our umpires going through things here on a beautiful day. You tell players amped up their radio. They're all at the front of their dugouts. They're down, and now our meeting concludes. We're going to turn things over to our wireless mic for our public address and our opening ceremonies right here on Zaleski Sports.
Welcome to Buchholz Park and today's Wisconsin Valley Conference game between the DC Everest Evergreens and the SPASH Panthers. DC Everest, SPASH, and the WIAA require good sportsmanship and education-based sporting events. Attendance at interscholastic activities is a privilege with the expectation to exhibit positive and respectful behavior. For the enjoyment and respect of all in attendance, your cooperation in demonstrating the high ideals of sportsmanship is expected and greatly appreciated. Thank you for your cooperation. Here's the starting lineup and batting order for the visiting team, the Evergreens of DC Everest High School. Leading off and playing third base, number 9, Nevin Poppy. Batting second and playing left field, number 6, Brennan Hochberger. Batting third and catching, number 19, Cole Van Slyke. Batting fourth, playing first base, number 12, Cole O'Brien. Batting fifth, playing right field, number 37, Ty Brody. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, number 8, Jack Dvorak. He will be batting for the pitcher, number 33, Carter Miller. Batting seventh, playing second base, number 7, Logan George. Batting eighth, playing first base, number 1, J.J. Lewis. And batting ninth and playing shortstop, number 16, George Jablonski. Head coach of the Evergreens is Dave Langman. He is assisted by Josh Nielsen and Coleman Schilling. And now here is the starting lineup and batting order for the home team, the Panthers of Stevens Point Area Senior High. Leading off and playing center field, number 16, Jason Sager. Batting second and playing shortstop, number 11, Calvin Ross. Batting third and catcher, number 12, Adam Noskoviak. Batting fourth, playing first base, number 9, Coy Karalunas. Batting fifth, playing left field, number 18, Willie Washington III. Batting sixth, playing third base, number 4, Jonathan Trelka. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, number 2, Owen Mansavage. He will be batting for the pitcher, number 19, Joe Shizik. Batting eighth, playing second base, number 8, Zach Beekler. And batting ninth and playing right field, number 6, Braden Marshke. Head coach of the Panthers is Craig Terpstra. He's assisted by Steve Pratt and Tim Roman. Before the game begins, we ask that you please stand, if you are able, and remove your caps as we honor America and those who have fought and continue to fight for the freedoms we enjoy with the playing of our national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets reckless, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Our anthem concluded. We are moments away from first pitch here from Buchholz Park on Zaleski Sports. Again, Mike Wendland here with Ryan Rasmussen and Angelica Dean on the production side of things today. As we get ourselves lined up, and Joe Shizik gets loose, he gets warmed up here for this one. Again, Shizik coming in, making his 10th start of the season, his 11th appearance. He's 4-3 with a .286 earned run average in 44 innings. Good up 18 earned runs, 12 walks, team high 35 strikeouts, allowing just over one runner per inning pitch. He'll face the top of the Everest batting order. It'll be Nevin Poppy, Brennan Hochberger, and Cole Van Slyke. The top three for the Evergreens, looking for win number 21 on the season. As a team, DC Everest 285 at the plate, 390 on base. They've scored 148 runs in their 24 games. And almost as many walks as strikeouts. They have been very good offensively this season. One exception, that game against Merrill last week, EJ Weeks threw a gem. But short memory for the Evergreens. Back into conference action. Again, each team with 2 games, Tuesday, Thursday against each other, and then they turn our attention to the Division I tournament. So we get our final throwdown. The defense for SPASH behind Shizik. Your outfield will be Washington in left, Sager and Marshke in center and right. Trelka, Mansell, hot corner at third up the middle, as always, Roth and Beekler. Over at first base is Coy Karalunas and Adam Muskowiak doing the catching. So here comes Nevin Poppy, the third baseman, hitting .355, a team-high 24 runs scored, a couple of doubles and a couple of triples on the season. And the first pitch of the afternoon is inside for ball 1. First pitch brought to you by our friends at Dahl Automotive. The Dahl family of vehicles has been earning 5-star reviews since 1911. Now they'd like to earn your 5-star review at the new Dahl Honda and Dahl Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram dealerships in Stevens Point. Learn more online at dahlauto.com. 2-0 on Poppy. That one is up, and it's 3-0 to start. And Shizik's been pretty solid at limiting his walks. He's walked 12 batters in 44 innings. The team SPASH doesn't walk many less than 1 every 3 innings, as there's a strike, 3-1. Defense playing deep on the infield. And that's high and away, ball 4, and a leadoff walk for Nevin Poppy. It's a leadoff base runner. Poppy, good speed, has stolen 5 bases, has not been caught yet this year. So here comes the left fielder, Brennan Hochberger, the senior, hitting .309. He's driven in 8. He does have 1 of the 4 home runs this year for the Evergreens. As Muskowiak's going to get a new glove. Looks like lacing may have broken or twisted. So we got an equipment issue here as they get things fixed for the SPASH catcher. Reminder as well that for all of your tire and auto service needs, look to Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Great deals on tires that fit your needs is a sure thing to get back on the road, and that is Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. We're glad to have you throughout this one. We have a score correction over at WIAA Park in Division 4 softball. Pacelli up 3-0, bottom third. And he squares the bunt. He bunts. It's a good one to Muskowiak. Steps, throws in time. Sacrifice successful. 2-3 on the putout. For Hochberger, his team-high 6th sacrifice bunt. Here comes the catcher, Cole Van Slyke. The junior, team high in pretty much everything, .377 average, .494 on base, 23 RBIs, 10 doubles, 16 walks. Comes in with a slightly closed stance. That left-handed batter's box. And Shizik starts off with a breaking ball for a called strike. Poppy, the runner at second, good speed. That one in the dirt, blocked behind the plate by Muskowiak. It's 1-1 on Cole Van Slyke. And Everest changing up their pitching rotation a bit with the bye in the first round of the playoffs for them, so they can set up Cole O'Brien to pitch on Thursday and then next Thursday. Set things up. There's a high fly ball into center. Sager going back. He's got to play, though, in right center. Makes the call and the catch. Runner will tag from second, and Poppy will get third. But it's out number 2 as Van Slyke is a fly-out victim to deep center. So here comes Cole O'Brien, the senior first base.
First baseman, number 12, Cole O'Brien.
Hasn't hit a ton. Only his 14th game at the plate. Usually they DH from when he pitches. 200 hitter. He's got a triple and 5 driven in. That one misses up at the letters, ball 1. O'Brien, you got to assume, will be pitching on Thursday at home. As he takes ball 2. Fastball up at the shoulders. Might as well, the Marshfield Dairy Fest is coming up May 30th and 31st, so check out visitmarshfield.com for all of the details. We'll see you in Marshfield. It's a fun-filled weekend at Dairy Fest coming up on May 30th and 31st. It's 3-0 on O'Brien. Ty Rohde standing on deck. Shizik misses low, and he's his second free pass of the inning. So front runners at first and third for Ty Rohde. And that'll draw timeout and a mound visit from Coach Terpstra, as the freshman Rohde will step in following the meeting. In this game, one of many on the Zaleski Sports airwaves today. You can find all of our games at zaleskisports.com, including the latest standings, schedules, and scores. All up to date. Take a look around as well. 2-0 Chippewa Falls, top 3 over in Eau Claire at Eau Claire Memorial. Over at Memorial, scoreless Edgar and Pacelli, top 3.
Right fielder, number 37, Ty Rohde.
Softball 2-2 Amerson Wittenberg Burnham, top of the 4th. As here is Ty Rohde, freshman right fielder. Comes in hitting .297 as he takes a strike. 74 at bats, the team high, 22 hits, so .297 average. He's driven in 20. Only walked twice this year. Free swinger. He's going to roll one over to first. Big hop for Karalunas. He will take it himself, and the inning is over. For the Evergreens, no runs, no hits, and 2 runners left. We have played 1/2 inning of baseball here from Bucolt Park. It is DC Everest nothing. SPASH coming up on Zaleski Sports, presented this evening by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauernfeind Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
We move to the bottom half of inning number 1 here on Zaleski Sports. Make sure to change the scoreboard to the bottom half of the inning. It'll be Sager, Roth, and Skoviak to lead things off for SPASH. So here's Kason Sager. Coming in, Sager hitting .271. Team high 27 runs scored, gets on base. Pretty good clip. He grounds the first one right back up the middle, a big hop for Jablonski, and he throws him out. 4 out, number 1. Carter Miller getting the start on the mound for DC Everest. Again, he's making his 9th start, 4-1, a 135 earned run average, and 41 in the 3rd innings. 28 strikeouts to 11 walks, just 8 earned runs allowed for Miller in this one, as he faces Calvin Roth. Roth's caught fire the past couple of weeks as he hits a high pop-up, though, on the infield called off and the catch made by Jablonski, and there's 2 pitches and 2 outs for Miller. So yeah, I think if you're Adam Neskoviak, you might as well not even have the bat on your shoulder for the first pitch here. Last thing you want is a 3-pitch inning. There's one from our friends at Infinity Exteriors, installing peace of mind with roofing, siding, and windows that are built to last. Saving the communities from unscrupulous contractors, they guarantee quality that you can trust. That one down and away, ball 1 on Neskoviak. Leading hitter, 329. A couple of triples, he's driven in 7. Leads the team in hits, at bats. As he takes a strike, it's 1-1. One of 6 seniors recognized before the game today. Final regular season home game for the Panthers. They will host Eau Claire Memorial in 1 week. That one fouled back off of the catcher. You got a piece of the umpire as well. It's 1-2. Again, Miller on the mound, not known as a strikeout guy. 28 strikeouts and now 42 innings. O'Brien is the strikeout guy. He's got 72 strikeouts and 42 innings. As that one just misses up. 2-2. Bottom half of inning number 1. Scoreless game. Miller looking to go 1-2-3 through the batting order. High pop up, shallow left. Calling for it and catching it in left field is Hochberger to end the inning. SPASH goes 1-2-3 in the first, and we are scoreless through 1 on Zaleski Sports, presented by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
Top half of inning number 2, Shizik getting his warm-ups in. He walked a couple of batters, but got out of the inning with no runs scored. Stranded a pair in that first inning. He will face Dvorak, George, and Lewis. Those are all last names, not first names here for DC Everest. Jack Dvorak, the DH, he's hitting for Miller. He will lead things off. Comes in hitting .280, 8 RBIs, a .361 on base. Again, this DC Everest team, they can hit .285 average as a team. The first one is in there for a called strike. Logan George and J.J. Lewis to follow. Anyone reaches, George Jablonski will get a chance. The 0-1 is down and away. Dvorak checks up his swing. It is 1-1. Renzola Cheese Pleasers in Bancroft, a local hidden gem filled with all the finest cheeses, snack sticks, cheese curds, and cheese trays for Wisconsin's finest cheese. Stop at Cheese Pleasers right off I-39 in Bancroft. 1-1 is one hop. It took a wicked hop past Beekler into right field for a base hit. Usually that ball is slicing away from the second base like that, but that then took a right turn and went right back into him. And a leadoff base hit for the Evergreens to bring up Logan George, the second baseman, hitting .196. He's driven in 4. A couple of doubles among his 9 hits this year. He bunts, and he bunts a hard one right to Trelka, and they're going to get the out at second. So Trelka takes the risky play goes to short to get the out. So Dvorak out at second. George will reach for the center fielder, J.J. Lewis. Lewis, a .304 hitter. He has a team-high 2 home runs. He's driven in 8. Chiswick goes with a slide step and misses up and away. Ball 1. Get a whole host of games coming your way today. All of them active right now on Zaleski Sports and ZaleskiSports.com. It's 2-0. Softball action Division 5, Almost Center Lincoln. Columbus Catholic tied up at 1. Top half inning number 2. Baseball action. Columbus Catholic and Marathon as there's a thrower to first, in with a dive. Bottom 3. Marathon up 2-0 on the Dons. Baseball action, 8-0 Pittsville. A couple innings away from clinching a share of the CWC South. As there's a strike on Lewis, it's 2-1. Softball action, Pacelli 5-0 over Necedah. Bottom 4. Pacelli looking to three-peat. This will be the first one in Division 4. The 2-1 to Lewis is outside, 3-1. Division 4 action, 4-0 Stratford up on Cadott, bottom 3. Emerson, Wittenberg, Burnham leading. CBC East rematch in Division 3. There's one flying into center. Sager ranging in. He has to play it on a hop throw. His second will be late. It'll be a base hit for J.J. Lewis. 2 on, 1 out for George Jablonski. The shortstop hitting in the 9 spot, hitting .220. He's driven in 9. Again, bottom 4 in Wittenberg, 2-2 that game. Division 3 softball. Baseball action. Pacelli up 1-0 on Edgar, bottom 3. And in the Big Rivers, 2-0 Chippewa Falls, top 4 in Eau Claire. Fly ball into the left, Washington in. Makes the call, makes the catch, 2 outs. So 2 down now, back to the top of the order we go with Poppy. Nevin Poppy drew a walk back in the first, ended up stranded at third. Myers Wolf from Whitetail Properties Real Estate, your premier hunting land, farmland, recreational land broker. If you're looking to buy or sell, Central Wisconsin agents are Brian and Evan Roosh, whitetailproperties.com. That one is in there for a called strike on Poppy. Couple of hits in the inning. Logan George, the runner at second. He reached on a fielder's choice. J.J. Lewis, the runner at first. A wheel back to second. Just looking the runner back is Shizik. And we're glad to have you with us today here on Zaleski Sports. Shizik misses outside. It's 1-1. Second straight inning that Everest has had a runner in scoring position. They had Poppy at third. And there's a swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. Got him to chase the elevated fastball. And Shizik gets his first Surf Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout of the day. Call Jamie Wenzel and Surf Pro the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Surf Pro, like it never even happened. 2 hits, 2 left for Everest through an inning and a half. We've got no score on Zaleski Sports, presented by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Hello, Wisconsin. Phelps Dairy Store in Stevens Point is your spot for family fun. Wisconsin style at the farm. Come have an ice cream or some of their daily made fresh cheese curds while observing the robotic barn milking the cows. Ask for a tour of the farm or let the kids see the cows up close. Various Wisconsin-made dairy and beef products, seasonal decor, and outdoor activities are just the start of the family fun that awaits you at the Phelps Dairy Store, just a half mile from Walmart in Stevens Point. Phelps Dairy Store, food, family, and fun.
Locally rooted and proudly running for 120 years, the First National Bank of River Falls consistently supports the community through donations and volunteer initiatives. First National Bank of River Falls, serving up big bank services with a small town charm.
Hello, Wisconsin. Phelps Dairy Store in Stevens Point is your spot for family fun, Wisconsin style at the farm. Come have an ice cream or some of their daily made fresh cheese curds while observing the robotic barn milking the cows. Ask for a tour of the farm or let the kids see the cows up close. Various Wisconsin-made dairy and beef products, seasonal decor, and outdoor activities are just the start of the family fun that awaits you at the Phelps Dairy Store, just a half mile from Walmart in Stevens Point. Phelps Dairy Store, food, family, and fun.
Bottom half of inning number 2 as you see a crowd filing and everyone getting off work on this Tuesday, enjoying or honoring and remembering the Memorial Day holiday yesterday. Back to work, back to the ball diamond today. So we get set for the bottom half of inning number 2. Miller back out there. He will face 4, 5, 6. Carolinus, Washington, and Trelka for SPASH. So here comes Coy Carolinus. He'll take a strike, and it's 0-1. Coy kind of a boomer bust hitter, 257. But he's got a home run and a team-high 20 RBIs. Leads the team in RBIs, leads the team in strikeouts. Takes a big cut, fouls it back, and is quickly 0-2 on Carolinus. 18 for 70 on the season. 7 of his 18 hits, bases, 6 doubles, and a homer. That home run was a grand slam earlier this year. One of 3 homers by SPASH. Calvin Roth has the other 2. That one, breaking ball down and away. Ball and 2 strikes. There's Little Scholars and Little Scholars Beginnings are 2 beautiful child care and preschools in Stevens Point, offering early child learning for infants through 4K. You're going to find great facilities and a comfortable environment to help your child grow. To learn more, visit littlescholars.com. Miller working out of the stretch. That breaking ball slipped out of the hand, stays high and inside, 2-2. Carolinus, who's DH for parts of the year. Man Savage, the DH today. Carolinus over at first base. There's a swing and a miss in the dirt. Van Slyke throws over to secure it. First strikeout of the day for Carter Miller. Number 29 on the season. Bring up Willie Washington III, the left fielder. Comes in hitting 286, a team-high 446 on-base percentage. Drawn 12 walks. He's been hit by a pitch 3 times. He's got 16 runs driven in. He's third on the team. One of 3 players in double figures for SPASH in the RBI department as he takes one down and away for ball 1. Might as well here in the bottom of the second from our friends at Also Brewing Company in Plover, offering a large, spacious space for your next gathering or just to watch a big game on the massive projector screen. Enjoy a great variety of pizzas, other hot food, along with the cold soda, all at Also Brewing in Plover. 2-0 on Washington. SPASH looking for their first base runner against Carter Miller. There's a fly ball into right, ranging over. Rhodey makes the play in fair territory down the line. 4 out, number 2. 2 outs now for the third baseman, Jonathan Trauka, the sophomore. Another hitter who has really come alive the past couple of weeks, average up to 311. He's driven in a pair. So he takes a strike. Miller, the junior, working out of the stretch. There's a line drive into left, but right at the left fielder, Hochberger, and the inning is over. SPASH goes 1-2-3 in the second. Scoreless as we head to the third from Buchholz Park on Zaleski Sports, presented by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Ski's Meat Market is your locally owned premier meat market filled with so many delicious favorites featuring hundreds of varieties of bratwurst, chicken, pork, steak, and so much more. No matter what you're looking for, everything you'll find at Ski's Meat Market is always fresh with so many local gems including pizzas, salsas, deli meats, and a variety of homemade dips, pasta salads, veggies, loaded baked potatoes, and drinks. Ski's is a one-stop shop for all your culinary needs. They're always adding new flavors and specialty products. Ski's Meat Market on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point. Their quality is worth the stop.
Hello, it's Mayor Lois Teastrake asking you to join us for Marshfield's Dairy Fest. Dairy, great time. The fun starts with me on Friday, May 30th at the Mayor's Breakfast, 5:30 to 9:30 a.m. At 5 p.m., head to Columbia Park for family-friendly entertainment, and later join free live music at the Wenzel Family Plaza. Saturday, May 31st, the parade starts at 11 o'clock, and Wenzel Family Plaza will host fun activities. In the afternoon, the Pie and Ice Cream Social is at the Upham Mansion, and Nuts Deep 2 will be hosting an outdoor beer garden with live music. For more information, go to Visit Marshfield.
See our umpire getting ready here. Shizik back out the door. Kill face 2, 3, 4. Hochberger, Van Slyke, and O'Brien for the Evergreens. Scoreless through 2. As the first one is a strike on Brennan Hochberger. He dropped on a sacrifice bunt back in the first. Get hitting 309. So he had a couple of putouts as he gets tied up with that inside breaking ball. It's 0-2. And the Evergreen left fielder. Through 2 innings, Everest left runners on, 2 in each inning. Miller has gone 6 up, 6 down on the mound. That one bouncing in there. And it's 1-2. As well, that Express Employment Professionals has relationships with all the local businesses and job openings. So call or stop in at Express Employment to find the right career path for you. And these two teams will rematch in a couple of days over in Schofield as there is strike 3 called. The second Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout for Joe Shizik, back-to-back. Poppy and then now Hochberger to start the third. Here comes Cole Van Slyke. He flew out to center his first time up. Yeah, I think the front runner, if not maybe the favorite for Conference Player of the Year. Hitting 377, 23 driven in. On base at almost a 500 clip. So he takes that one down and in. I think Van Slyke, O'Brien, 2 of the top names when it comes to Conference Player of the Year. Skoviak's got a say in that as well. So I think Brett Simonson in Wisconsin Rapids. There's a line drive, ripped foul down the right field line. One and one. The Evergreen catcher. There's a line drive into right. Marschke ranging over, will play it on a hop down the line. It's a base hit for Cole Van Slyke. Third hit of the game, and the ball gets away in a throw there, and he'll take second. On an E9.
First baseman, Cole O'Brien.
So here's O'Brien. We get a courtesy runner. Be Ryan Schultz, number 27, running for the catcher.
Courtesy runner at second base for DC Everest, number 27, Ryan Schultz.
So here's O'Brien. He walked back in the first. Schultz has scored 15 runs this year. There's a fastball. One of the best ones we've seen from Shizik by O'Brien. It's 0-1. From our friends at Skis Meat Market, a locally owned premier meat market filled with more than 30 flavors of brats, along with chicken, steak, beefs, deli meats, local and seasonal favorites, and more. Throw back to second, and he's in there with a dive. And that's all at Skis Meat Market, Highway 10 East in Stevens Point. Third inning, DC Everest has got a runner in scoring position in all three. And laid on that high fastball, it's 0-2 on Cole O'Brien. O'Brien does have 10 strikeouts and 25 at-bats this year. Shizik's got 2 in the game. That one up and touch outside, 1-2. Come on, O'Brien. One of the 7 seniors for DC Everest this year. And a swing and a miss. Another fastball past him in the third. Serve pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout for Shizik. 2 down now for the freshman Ty Rohde. He grounded out to first base his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Rohde has 20 RBIs. That's second on the team behind Van Slyke. Another left-handed hitter in this Everest lineup. Ground ball into right field, a base hit. They're going to send the runner around. The throw is to the cutoff man. It's an RBI single for Ty Rohde. That's a good read over in the third base coaching box. Coach Langman realizing that the ball hit the grass, slowed down enough. Marshke did not come up firing. He threw it fairly shallow to the cutoff in Karalunas. And there was no relay. So the 21st RBI for Rohde to bring up Dvorak. He singled back in the second. It's 1 for 1. That one up for ball 1. Well, that's just correct. That's an unearned run. It's 2-0. Two and nothing on the designated hitter Dvorak. Throw back to first and in with a dive is Rohde. It's a strike, 2-1. The Nicolay Bank offering personal banking at its best with locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Colby, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill. You can learn more as well at nicolaybank.com. That one fouled back. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Dvorak. Rohde over at first is the team leader. He is 6 for 6 in stolen bases this year. As a team, Everest 33 of 38. SPASH 21 of 26. Strike 3 called, very top of the zone. And Shizik ends up with 3 serve pro Jamie Wenzel strikeouts in the inning, but he gives up an unearned run on 2 hits and a runner left. Through a 2.5, DC Everest is now up 1-0 on Zaleski Sports, presented by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
And the most important of those things is to have the ability to do things and treat patients in such a way that you're that you're able to do things in such a way that you're controlling the decisions that are made, and you have that ability to change things when you feel like they're not the best things for you or for your patients, and that's really important.
Rich, creamy, and fun. Point Craft Soda. Caffeine-free, made with 100% real sugar. From Stevens Point Brewery.
Some fans enjoying the games in their comfortable chairs, lined up just past the first base dugout. In a beautiful day, upper 60s, maybe around 70 still. So we get set for the bottom half inning number 3. It'll be the bottom of the order for the SPASH Panthers. Mansavage, Beekler, and Marshke against Miller, who's gone 6 up and 6 down with a strikeout through 2 innings. That'll bring up Owen Mansavage, the DH, the senior, hitting .263 and 8 RBIs. So he takes ball 1. 1 run, 4 hits, no errors through 3 for the Evergreens. They left 5 on. SPASH, no runs, no hits, 1 error through 2. There's one fouled first base side and into the trees. And it's a ball and a strike. There's a line drive into right field, a base hit. First base runner of the game for the Panthers, Mansavage single. Leadoff man aboard for Zach Beekler. Beekler comes in hitting .188. He's driven in 6. Beekler lines one into right center. That'll get into the gap, and that'll get all the way to the fence. Mansavage around second. He is around third. The windmill is on. They hold Beekler at second. There will be no throw. It's an RBI double to tie the ball game up. A Zach Beekler RBI double drives in Mansavage from first. 7th RBI of the season for Beekler, and it's 1-1. And again, a good read in the third base coaching box from Coach Sherpsha, sending Mansavage around at the same time, holding up Beekler around second. Go-ahead run in scoring position here in the third for Marshke. Marshke started out ice cold. He's been on fire recently, up to .280. He's driven in 9, had a 4-hit game against Marshfield a little over a week and a half ago. He squares and drops down the bunt. It's a good one. Miller, long throw. Only play is late. It's high. I think an infield hit. An infield single. So 7-8-9 goes single, double, single against Miller. Now back to the top of the order in Kaysen Sager. He grounded out to short on the first pitch of the inning. Back in the first. As well, our friends at Mutual of Wausau Insurance. Protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. The fake at third, fake at first. Breaking ball outside, ball 1. Nobody out here in the bottom half of inning number 3. The Evergreens had 2 hits and the RBI single from Rhodey in the top half. SPASH is answered in the bottom half on the RBI double from Beekler. And again, they do the third and first look. I know in some leagues, I think in college and maybe major leagues, I think it's considered a balk at this point. It has been in some rules. There's a high pop-up on the infield. Jablonski is there, makes the catch for out number 1. Sager 0 for 2 to bring up Calvin Roth. Roth on the second pitch of the first inning. Popped up to short. 0 for 1. Might as well fill your home with the best from Home Furniture. Sofas, sectionals, beds, recliners, lighting, tables, rugs, and so much more. Home Furniture, locations Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, Post Road, and Plover. Miller looks over to first. Checks at third. And for the third time, he looks to third and steps off. Roth came in at .320 as a hitter. Couple of homers. Both those are on consecutive Fridays. He fouls one away. Homer in game one of the doubleheader against La Crosse Central. And the next week hit the go-ahead grand slam against Marshfield. That 12-9 insanity of a baseball game. Breaking ball down. It's 1-1. Runners at the corners. Beekler over at third. Marschke over at first. Goes to the third base side of the rubber. There's a ground ball to short. Big hop. The throw is going to be coming home, and they're going to get Beekler at the plate. Jablonski throws him out at home, 6-2. A slow roller, and Beekler did not get a good jump off of third. And Jablonski, knowing he wasn't going to be able to turn two, makes the smart play, goes home to get the out. So 2 down for Neskoviak. Neskoviak flew out to left his first time up. That breaking ball is up and out of the zone, ball 1. Reservoir Culligan Water specializes in all of your water softener, drinking water, and water filtration systems. You can count on Culligan to keep your water pure and healthy. Unparalleled service and convenient delivery options. Yes, that is down as well, 2-0. 2-0. After the bottom of the order, got 3 straight hits. Top of the order, pop up and a ground out. There's a strike, 2-1 on Adam Neskoviak. The now alumnus SPASH. Leading hitter at .329 coming into the day. Throw back to second, and diving back in there is Marschke. Marschke, the runner at second, off over at first. Now one inside, it's 3-1. Carol Lunis standing on deck. Miller worked himself into some trouble, gave up 3 straight hits to start the inning, looking to get out of it with just the 1 run. And he lost Neskoviak. Ball 4, and the bases are loaded for Karolounis, who does, and SPASH had 3 home runs this year. 2 of them were grand slams. Karolounis has 1 of them, as we'll get a meeting on the mound. Talking with the right-hander Miller. Karolounis struck out swinging back in the second. He is 0 for 1 on the day. Venezuela, just like these players, are bringing their very best to the Diamond Ridgetop Exteriors, brings top-tier performance to your home. Roofing, siding, windows, and doors. Ridgetop Exteriors has the winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com. Also stay tuned later on this evening on your social media channels. Our Ridgetop Exteriors Performance of the Week, a perfect game from Rhinelander last week against Medford. The Great Northern Conference. So here's Karolounis. Team leader in RBIs with 20. There's a drive into left field, ranging over with the play and the speed as Hochberger ends the inning. And Miller gets out of it with just 1 run on 3 hits and 3 runners left. We have played 3. It's a 1-1 ball game here on Zaleski Sports, presented by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Selling your car to Dahl Auto is quick and easy. Bring your title and keys, and you'll have a check in as little as 30 minutes. Still owe money on your vehicle? No problem. We'll take care of it. Dahl Auto. Simple.
If you're looking for delicious, you've found it at Rock and Roll Cafe in Stevens Point. This family-oriented 50s-themed cafe is open 7 to 3 daily with a great diverse menu of American and Mexican breakfast and lunch options. Enjoy dine-in or carry-out 7 days a week and always served quickly, fresh, with a smile. For the full menu and more about this local Stevens Point gem on Stanley Street, visit rockandroll.cafe.
Take a look at the scoreboard. Pretty symmetrical. No runs in the first 2 innings. Each team gets a run in the third. 1 run, 4 hits, no errors for DC Everest. 5 runners left. SPASH a run on 3 hits with 1 error. They left 3 in that third inning. For Shizik, it'll be the bottom of the order. Logan George, J.J. Lewis, George Jablonski, 7, 8, 9 for DC Everest, looking to put up a shutdown inning. Again, Mike Wellen here with Ryan Rasmussen and Angelica Dean here from Bucolt Park. Get a beautiful day. Cloudy skies, but comfortable conditions.
Leading off the top of the fourth for DC Everest, second baseman, Logan George.
It's home of the Division I sectionals on June 10th. And swinging away first pitch and line foul for right field side, not a play, is Logan George. She's 0 for 1, tried to drop down a bunt and grounded into a fielder's choice back in the second. And that's strike 2 on that outside corner. She's like 4 hits, 1 run unearned. He struck out 4, walked 2. And he's now struck out 5. Another Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout. That's the third one looking, and the last 5 outs for the Evergreens have been strikeouts. 1 down for J.J. Lewis. He's singled back in the second. As well as Stevens Point Orthopedics is proud to provide complimentary sports physicals to Central Wisconsin athletes this summer. Call 715-344-0701. There's a fly ball into deep center. Sager ranging back, runs it down for out number 2. Again, call 715-344-0701 to schedule your appointment at Stevens Point Orthopedics.
Second base, shortstop, George Jablonski.
Here is Jablonski. He flew out to left in his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Now 1 down and away, ball 1. Bottom of the inning, we'll take a look at the Zaleski Sports scoreboard go around. Base softball playoffs, regional semis. As there's a strike, it's 1-1. Baseball regular season wrapping up. Now 1 low, 2-1. And we can start a few of them now. Starting Marshfield, Columbus Catholic, 6-1 up on Alma Center Lincoln. Division 5 softball playoffs. That game in the 4th inning. Marathon baseball all over Columbus, 11-0. There's a ground ball to short. Roth steps, throws, inning over. We'll have more scores when we return as we threw 2.5. 1-2-3 goes Shizik on Zaleski Sports, presented by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
At Oso Brewing, we're committed to our community and charity events. We give back locally. We're spot on with tasty food right inside our brewery. Oso pizzas and sandwiches are the best kept secrets in the area. Come and enjoy our new patio atmosphere with friends and family.
It will be something you want to tell your friends about.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, There was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
Bottom half of inning, number 4, Miller back out there to work. He'll face Washington, Trelka, and Savage for SPASH in a tie game. And take a look around these Lesky Sports scoreboard. 11-0 Marathon up on Columbus Catholic Baseball, bottom 4. Baseball action, it is all Pittsville. 14-0 on Port Edwards, bottom 4 to clinch a share of the CWC South. Softball action, Division 4. 8-1 Pacelli on Necedah, bottom 6. The winning run on base for Pacelli to run rule that game. Division 4, Stratford and Cadott. Softball. Looks like that game is over. Yes, here is Willie Washington. Washington flew out to right field his first time up. He takes one high and tight for ball 1. That's in there. It's a called strike. 1-1 on Washington. As that game did go final, Stratford 12-0 winners in regional semifinal action. Division 4. Division 3, Emerson-Wittenberg. It is 5-3. Wittenberg top 7 as there's a swing and a miss. Tying around the plate for Amherst, Division 3 softball. Baseball action in Plover, 4-0 Pacelli, bottom 5 against the Edgar Wildcats. And over in Eau Claire, as there's strike 3 called and Washington out on strikes. The second strikeout for Carter Miller in this one. Here's Jonathan Trelka. He flew out to left his first time up. Bottom of the 5th, 3-0. Chippewa Falls leads that one. Again, a full slate of games you can find at ZaleskiSports.com. We'll have our softball matchups updated by the end of the night tonight. Is that one down and away? Again, tomorrow morning, check ZaleskiSports.com for our broadcast schedule for Thursday softball games anyway. Get matched up. So Trelka 0 for 1. Ground ball to short. Jablonski the long throw, and that gets by O'Brien at first. Trelka will take second on the play. It's just a pure E6 on the play. So a runner at second for Mansavage. Old Mansavage singled and scored back in the 3rd. As well, find a great variety of breakfast options at the Rock and Roll Cafe. Breakfast, lunch, Friday, fish fry, service with a smile. It's open daily for breakfast and lunch only on Stanley Street in Stevens Point. And breaking ball's in there for a called strike. 3 1/3 for Miller. 3 hits, 1 run, it was earned. He's walked 1, struck out a pair. Deal 1 on Mansavage. Is followed back when back-to-back breaking balls. 0-2. That one went back to it again. It's 1-2. Plays well Mosen East softball. I think that one run ruled as well. It was 17-1, bottom 3 for Mosen E. I think the 15-run rule still counts in playoff action. The 1-2 on Mansavage. Trelka takes his lead off a second. Now into the dirt, gets away, but not far enough. Good block from Cole Van Slyke behind the plate. 2-2 now. As 4 straight breaking balls from Miller. Against Mansavage. Go ahead run. That's second base. And that time he goes to the heater and gets a swing and a miss. His third strikeout, and that's out number 2. 2 down now for Beekler. RBI double back in the third. I told the culture of Wisconsin is forever tied to life on the farm. Bring the family for a visit to Feltz's Dairy Store in Stevens Point. Cheeses, dairy products, local meats, seasonal decor, and so much more. Feltz's Dairy Store, food, family, and fun. High chopper foul pass first. Beekler ambushed the first pitch for that double back in the third. And this time swinging first pitch. Nothing in one. Miller looking to get a 0. That one outside, down. It's a ball and a strike. Trelka reach on the air. He stands at second. That one up and away. It's 2-1. Miller trying to work out of trouble. The 2-1 is ripped foul toward the concession stand. It's 2-2. Seen a few line drives like that over the years if you're not paying attention. Two and two on Beekler. Ground ball to first. Big hop for O'Brien. Hill underhand to Miller, covering 3-1, and the inning is over. No runs, no hits, an error with a runner left. And we are through 4. After 4, it's a 1-1 game on Zaleski Sports, presented this evening by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then, they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
Mega Custom Apparel, your local source for quality, custom decorated clothing and products. Discover a wide range of products from corporate casual wear to team uniforms, promotional items, sporting goods, and awards. Don't settle for less. With our in-house production, we will make your name or event stand out with custom sports jerseys, branded cooler bags, and personalized can coolers. Celebrate team success with custom awards and promotional items. At Mega Custom Apparel, we put your brand first. Explore your options today at MedaCustom.com.
Top half of inning number 5. Great crowd here as the first pitch to Nevin Poppy. He will miss inside. 1-0. Poppy a walk and a strikeout in the game. One of 5 Joe Shizik punch-outs. There's a ground ball to third. Trelka is there. Steps, long throw, 1 out. That'll bring up Brennan Hochberger, the left fielder. He is 0 for 1, a sacrifice and a strikeout in the game. Result for our friends at Next Step Prosthetics, providing prosthetic and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. So take your next step and contact them today. Get a big thank you to all of our great sponsors helping us bring you these games always and forever free here on Zaleski Sports. Great crowd here in Stevens Point as that one misses inside, ball 1. Beautiful day for baseball. It's one of those days where I wish I could be down on the field myself right now. That one, cue shot foul. It's 1-1. And Chiswick threw 4 1/3. 4 hits, 1 run unearned, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. That one, another cue shot, foul. I don't know how that one stayed foul, but it did, and it's 1-2. That was one either you got to think it's good. That means the groundskeeping crew did such a good job that would not get any sort of bad hop. Usually one of those is either going to kick foul or kick fair. That one just stayed true. 1-2. That one to pop up into shallow right. Marshke calls everyone off to make the catch. Hat flying everywhere. And that's out number 2. 2 up, 2 down for Cole Van Slyke. 1 for 2. He singled. And Ryan Scholes, his courtesy runner, came around to score on the roadie RBI. There's a ground ball to second. Beekler is there. Then he bobbles it, and he's going to be safe on an E4. And that will draw a meeting from Coach Terpstra. As here comes O'Brien after the meeting adjourns. Updates ball, they win final. And Wittenberg, 5-3 winners over Amherst. As Katie elected doing the interview with the highlights player of the game, who seems to be holding first base, third base, and at least 7 different gloves during that interview. Slade joined Stratford as winners already today. Pacelli run rolled Nacita in 6 Division IV softball playoffs. So meeting adjourned. Here's O'Brien. He's walked and struck out in the game. That fastball is up and away for ball 1. No matter what your everyday life looks like, Fleet Farm has you covered at the best prices guaranteed. So auto, pet, bird, farm, snacks. Fleet Farm has everything you need, all at the lowest prices. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. A 2-out error has runner aboard. That is Schultz running for Van Slyke, and it's 1-1 on O'Brien. And O'Brien, he's driven in 5 this year. Be the pitcher on Thursday when these teams rematches. There's a swing and a miss. Getting set up for the playoff run. You know, you can start next Thursday when they face the winner of River Falls and Wisconsin Rapids. The 7-10 matchup, DC Everest, the 2 seed in this section. That one well outside Neskoviak. Is able to make the snag, 2-2. And Everest got a bye. 1 seed Hudson got a bye. The other 12 teams will be in action on Tuesday. There's a swing and a miss. The 6th Surf Jamie Wenzel strikeout for Shizik. And he puts up a 0. No runs, no hits, an error, and a runner left. 4.5 complete in a 1-1 game on Zaleski Sports, presented by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Welcome to Bruce Orthodontics, where we provide comprehensive orthodontic care to patients of all ages. We are now accepting new patients, and we accept most insurances.
Orthodontics is much more than just a job to me. It is my passion and my life. What separates us from other orthodontists is constant continuing education for myself and my staff, compassion, and dedication. Here at Bruce Orthodontics, we change lives one smile at a time. I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
The Auto Service Specialist at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service can change your oil, fix your brakes, align your vehicle, make that check engine light go away, and more. Great service from great people at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
It's the dog days of spring here on Zaleski Sports, and I say that exactly for the reason we got a pooch here watching the game as we get set for the bottom half of inning number 5. No better day, no better park to bring the dog to. For SPASH, it'll be 9-1-2, Marschke, Sager, and Roth against Miller. Both bullpens quiet. This here is Marschke. He had a bunt single. Back in that third inning, SPASH got 2 on with nobody out, a run in. They had 7, 8, 9 who had 3 straight hits. But Miller worked out of it. That one misses in, ball 1 on Marschke. Result at Dahl Automotive in Stevens Point is over 1,300 vehicles, but they want more. They'll offer an extra $500 over book value for your trade-in vehicle. Shop DahlAuto.com for the best selection in the area, or stop in to see them at Dahl Honda just off Stanley Street, or at Dahl Chrysler Highway 10 East in Stevens Point. 2-0 on Marschke. That one inside. It's 3-0. Three and nothing. Taken all the way. And that one misses. Ball 4. It's a 4-pitch walk to start the inning. Second walk given up by Miller, who, again, he's done a good job of limiting the walks. He only had 11 coming into the day on over 41 innings. 2 today, and here comes Case and Sager. 0 for 2, a ground out and a pop-up, both of them to short. Marschke at first is 2 for 3 in stolen bases. Poppy playing in on the grass. As Sager squares to bunt, and he bunts it foul for strike 1. There's all of our friends at Maida Custom Apparel, specializing in providing quality decorated apparel, including from corporate casual, team uniforms, and promotional items to sporting goods and awards. Find just what you need to keep you looking great. Learn more at MADAcustom.com. The 0-1. Throw back, and Marschke's in there with a head-first dive. And Sager came in, 271 hitter, 416 on base, a team high 27 runs scored. This leads the team with 12 walks drawn and 6 hit by pitches. It's a good bunt to third. Throw to second is in time to get Marschke. A Poppy charging makes the play. Five, 4. And now Sager aboard with one down for Roth. So both teams have made that play with their third baseman getting the lead runner on a bunt. Gotta tip your cap. A nice play by Poppy. Roth today is 0 for 2. Throw over. Sager is in there. Sager only 3 for 3 in stolen bases. And again, a throw over, and he is in there. I think on that play, first base may have... It's covered in dirt, but they're checking to make sure it didn't pop out of its... socket. That one down and away, kicks away, but a good block by Van Slyke keeps him at first. 1-0. Pitchers duel here in Stevens Point. Isaac and Miller. There's one popped foul right field side and out of play. Over toward the bullpen. Ball and a strike on the Panther shortstop. Also, that Shuda Funeral Services in Stevens Point, Plover, here to help you with all of your funeral needs with 2 convenient locations and a personal local touch. Let their experienced staff serve your family and learn more at shudafuneral.com. That is shudafuneral.com. The 1-1. Long look and a throw back. And Jess getting in there. He had him leaning. A good move. And he just got back in. Makes you wonder if there's 3 umpires, they may have called it out. Close, bang, bang. That one fouled straight back. I didn't see anybody flinch in the bleachers. Nobody up here flinched, did they? All right. 1-2. Sager leads. Throw over, and this time he's in there much more comfortably at first base. Bottom half, inning number 5. Runner goes. There's a line drive into the gap in left center. That's going to be down, a base hit. Sager had to freeze just in case it was going to be caught. He didn't want to touch second base, so he's going to go station to station and hold there. And they'll be at first and second for Noskoviak. Not much Sager could have done there, kind of stuck in no man's land. If it's caught, he's probably doubled up. Skoviak today has flown out and walked in the game. Team's leading hitter. Hits and at-bats. He's played in every game this year. Most of them behind the plate. Also is the team's closer, as that one is a breaking ball above his helmet for ball 1. Again, no movement in the Everest bullpen. Maybe their next pitcher might be Poppy or someone already on the field. There's a line drive off of Miller, and he is down. There will be no play, an infield hit, and that got him right on the pitching arm or hand. There's a base hit. And out comes the coaching staff. Coach Lang went out there to look at his pitcher. That one, chuck and duck right back at him. That got him right in the right side. And he immediately was shaking his arm or his hand. Trainer out there as well looking at Miller. As whatever mark is going to be left on his arm saved a run. That was going right into center. Bases will be loaded with one down for Carolunas when play does resume. We'll see if Miller can stay in this game or not. We hope he's going to be all right. They're going to give him a couple warm-ups, I think, just to see how he's feeling. See if he's going to be all right. As again, that one came right back at him. Got him right in that right side, right arm, right hand. And right when I was speculating on who would be the next arm. Maybe someone like Poppy, Kate Felch. And it looks like they're sending somebody out there to start throwing. Aiden Haupt heading to the bullpen to start throwing. Haupt is thrown in 4 games, 7 innings. He's got an ERA of 4. But Miller's still looking in, and looks like he is going to continue in this ball game. But Haupt going to start getting ready. So Miller will stay in to face Coy Karalunas. Strikeout and a flyout in the game.
First baseman, Coy Carolina.
0 for 2 today. He's the team leader in RBI with 20. Infield is in for the Evergreens. Line drive, foul. Look out, Kaysen Sager. 0-1. Middle looking for a strikeout. He's got the guy to do it. There's 22 strikeouts on the season. High fly ball into left. That should be deep enough in fair territory. The call to catch, runner tags from third. The throw is cut off, and Karalunas gets the job done with a sacrifice fly and an RBI. Spash leads it 2-1 here in the bottom of the 5th. RBI number 21 for Karalunas. That'll bring up Washington.
Left fielder, Willie Washington III.
So in a roundabout way, that leadoff walk comes around to score. Washington 0 for 2, a fly out and a strikeout. Washington third on the team, 16 runs batted in. That one down and away. Reminds all that today's game is brought to you by Blinds and Designs by Kelly, Premier Auto Body, Dahl Automotive, Stevens Point Brewery, Lee Ayers Jewelers, Point Heating and Cooling, and Port Tessie Pizza. The 1-0 on Washington is high and tight. It's 2-0. You get the feeling this could be Miller's last batter. Trelka on deck. Chopper back to Miller. He'll underhand it to O'Brien to end the inning. But Spash gets a run on 2 hits, and they leave 2. And we have played 5. After 5 complete, Spash leads it 2-1 on Zaleski Sports, presented by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
Hi, I'm Shai from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shai.
Shai is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on their journey.
Go to Next Step, because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
So now Nevin Poppy starting to get loose in the bullpen. So Haupt is no longer throwing, so Poppy now going to start to get loose. Shizik back out there. He will face Rody, Dvorak, and George here in the 6th. Spash bullpen is quiet. Looks like Thiel, though, has a glove. It looks like he may be heading out to the bullpen for the Panthers. In debating the writing of 25 or 6 to 4 during the break. 25 or 6 to 4 a.m. when Robert Lamb wrote the song and told Pierce Terra to sing. And got to give credit to the playlists here on the PA systems here in Stevens Point and over in Plover. Doing a great job. Nothing like some good old classic rock at the ballpark. So Shizik steps in there to face Rhodey, who had an RBI single his last time up. He is 1 for 2 on the day. And he'll take one down and away for ball 1. 1 run, 4 hits, 1 error. 6 runners left for the Evergreens. 2 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors for SPASH. And 6 left. There's a big swing and a miss. Rhodey was trying to tie the game. Gets 1-1. Rhodey was swinging for the water. The 1-1. Down and in. 2-1. As I'm just listening in, I'm starting to, we're going to hear the Muppets pretty shortly. Not today. 2-2 on Rhodey. Shizik out of the stretch. High fly ball into shallow center. Sager in a few steps, makes the catch. That's out number 1. 1 down for Jack Dvorak as Poppy continues to throw in the bullpen. Dvorak 1 for 2, a single and a strikeout in the ballgame. Update as well, softball action. Division 5, Columbus Catholic moving on. 12-1 winners over Alma Center Lincoln. 1-0, the count here on Dvorak. Baseball action marathon. Run ruled Columbus Catholic. Ground ball to second. Beekler takes the big hop, steps, throws, 2 outs is Grabsky in the game now at first base. So Darren Grabsky takes over at first. As Gavin Thiel throws in the SPASH bullpen. Pittsville Panthers claim a share of the CWC South Conference Championship in baseball. There's one little Eau Claire, Big Rivers baseball, 3-3 in the bottom of 6, Eau Claire Memorial and Chippewa Falls. George squares to bunt, takes a ball down in the dirt. Pacelli up on Edgar, 4-2, top 7 over at Memorial. Earlier today, winners in softball action, Pacelli, Stratford, Wittenberg, Burnhamwood. There's the swing and a miss. All moving on along with Columbus Catholic. There's a strike. It's 1-2. One to keep an eye as well on the softball diamond Division 2. Lakeland and Shawano. Winner goes to Mosinee. That game's 0-0 in the 9th. There's one fouled away. First base side now to play. Sailor Timmerman threw 8 2/3, 4 hits, 19 strikeouts. So she's almost matching her total from this game last year. She had 23 strikeouts against New London in 12 innings. The 1-2. Down in the dirt, blocked by Naskoviak. 2-2. Again, getting loose, Gavin Thiel, the sophomore. Makes you wonder if he's just getting ready just in case he gets into trouble, or if they might think of going to Naskoviak if they need to close it out. That one outside, and the count's going to run full. J.J. Lewis standing on deck. The 3-2. Fly ball into deep center. Sager going back. Still going back. That's going to one-hop the fence. George around second. He's on his way to third. There will be no play. It's going to be a sliding two-out triple for Logan George. Deepest part of the ballpark. That ball was smoked. If he pulls that one, that might have gone to the scoreboard.
Center fielder, J.J. Lewis.
Leskoviak will go and talk to his pitcher as Lewis will step in. Coach Herbst looking over at Thiel. Is he going to make the call? And it looks like he might be, as they'll use this as another mound meeting. Calling things down, give him a little bit of time to make sure he's ready. And he has taken the baseball from Shizik, and here comes Thiel. So Shizik goes 5 2/3. 5 hits, 1 run unearned. Walked 2. Struck out 5. And it'll be up to the sophomore, Gavin Thiel, to try and get out of this inning. We will step aside. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th on Zaleski Sports. SPASH leads at 2-1, presented by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Shuda Funeral Home in Stevens Point and Plover is your local, family-owned and operated funeral home, providing families with compassionate, individualized, and affordable services when you need it most. The loss of a loved one is a difficult fact of life that Shuda Funeral Home will ensure you won't have to face alone. Shuda Funeral Home will guide you through the process from in-person visitations to creating obituaries and tributes. Pre-planning can also be a great way to ease these topics for your family. Learn more at shudafuneral.com or bring your questions and stop in.
After a couple years of this, it's time for more money, more opportunity. That's where Mid-State Technical College comes in. Got a passion for helping people? Maybe you like cars. Are you into science? Are you good with computers? No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options. Stop getting by and level up today.
It'll be up to Coach Terpstra's top bullpen arm, Gavin Thiel. Try and get out of this and leave that tying run at third. 5 2/3 for Shizik. 5 hits, 1 run unearned, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. He is responsible for that tying run on third. Thiel in his 10th game, 2-2, a 1.85 earned run average, 12 strikeouts in 22 2/3 innings. But he has been better as the season has gone on. He will face J.J. Lewis. Lewis 1 for 2, a single back in the second, flew out to center his last time up. First one to him. Breaking ball up, ball 1. Jablonski on deck. It's looking like this game might be in the hands of the bullpens. Poppy was thrown with purpose earlier in the inning. That fastball in there, 1-1. Swing and a miss. Went to the breaking ball. Had him on the front foot. It's 1-2. The 1-2. Breaking ball. Did he go? The appeal. And he went around. Strike 3. Thiel comes in and gets a serve pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout to strand the tying run at third. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We go to the bottom of 6. SPASH leads 2-1 on Zaleski Sports, presented by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eclair. Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
Into the game to pitch for DC Everest. Over to third base goes Aiden Haupt. So Poppy in, making his 8th appearance. He's 3-0, a 2.42 earned run average in 8 2/3 innings, 9 strikeouts, just 1 walk. So Miller went 5. 5 hits, 2 runs, both earned. Walked 2. Struck out 3. Up to as well, just because it's fun to keep track of Lakeland and Shawano softball going to the 10th scoreless. Timmerman with 20 strikeouts. As Poppy in to face Trelka, Mansavage, and Beekler. And starting to throw in the SPASH bullpen is Adam Noskowiak, the closer. So yeah, I think he's going to get the 7th. So Thiel came in, and the way it seems, will have faced one batter, got the strikeout, and will turn things over to Noskowiak. Yeah, SPASH will look to get some insurance runs here in the 6th. Here's Trelka, 0 for 2, reached on an error his last time. Those will float out. And he takes a big cut, comes up empty against Poppy. In the 7th, it'll be Jablonski, Poppy, and Hochberger, 9-1-2 for the Evergreens. And Everest just needs to win one of these 2 games today or Thursday to win the conference outright. They've already clinched a share. That one outside, it's 1-2. Of course, that all depends on Wisconsin Rapids. Who's got Wausau West today? Is that one fouled away? See if we can get an update on that one for you guys. Well, let's talk about the conference. Could mean nothing if Wausau West picks up the win. The 1-2 on Trelka. The appeal, he went around, strike 3. Poppy gets his first strikeout of the day. That's out number 1 for Owen Mansavage. Mansavage 1 for 2, a single and a run scored back in the 3rd.
Designated hitter, Owen Mansavage.
Mansavage the DH. That hits the corner, strike 1. There's a line drive into right, but right in the tracks of Rhodey for out number 2. Update as well. Wisconsin Rapids leads Wausau West 9-5 in the 6th. West led 5-0 after 3. And then 9 unanswered for Wisconsin Rapids in the 4th and 5th. A home run from Vollert. So bottom 6, Wisconsin Rapids looking to keep this conference race alive. That one fouled away by Beekler. Beekler 1 for 2, an RBI double back in the 3rd. Update as well in Division 4 softball. Auburndale 10-0 winners. They're moving on. Likely to face the Assumption Royals in a regional final. That one down and in. It's 1-1. The 1-1. Down low. Marshke stands on deck. And it'll be 9-1-2 for the Evergreens in the 7th. Question is, how many runs do they need? That one fouled away. Third base side, 2-2. We got the first real big swing of the game, that RBI first smash. Anyway, that RBI double in the third. The 2-2. Inside, it's going to run full with a fastball. Karolounis, the go-ahead RBI so far for smash back in the 5th. Sacrifice fly. Popped him up, shallow left. Calling it, you can hear all the way down by the high school, making a call on the catch is Hochberger. And the inning is over. Poppy comes in, goes 1-2-3 with a punch out, and we go to the 7th. It's 2-1 Spash, and Adam Niskoviak to shut the door on Zaleski Sports, presented by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
It's going to be up to Adam Niskoviak to try and get the save, his 8th appearance of the season. He's 1-1, 11 2/3 innings, 5 hits allowed, 9 strikeouts. Has not given up an earned run this year, so an ERA of 0. A whip, walks, hits, brings pitch of .86. He's going to face a pinch hitter for the Evergreens. It was going to be Ryan Schultz, who will hit for Jablonski. Be Scholes back at the top of the order with Poppy and Hochberger against Niskoviak. Niskoviak looking for the save. As we get the throw down.
Defensive changes for Spash. Now
Dayton Kobach is in to catch.
Now catching number 1, Dayton Kobach.
Trelka, Roth, Beekler, Grabsky over at first. Outfield the same. Washington, Sager, and Marshke. So here's Ryan Schultz, 300 hitter, 9 for 30 on the season, with 4 doubles. He scored 15 runs, 7 walks, and just 2 strikeouts this year for the sophomore. Niskoviak spikes that one in there for ball 1. Evergreens need 1 run to keep this game going. They're turning to their senior. That one down, 2-0. And a warning given out to Coach Terpstra for arguing balls and strikes. The 2-0 is down in the dirt. That's 3-0. Skoviak has walked 4 batters in 11 2/3. Take it all the way. Scholes will take a strike, and it's 3-1. And stay tuned no matter how this game ends. Our Nasonville Dairy post-game show will take place down on the field. Count runs full, and Skoviak fires in a strike, 3-2. Skoviak sets himself just above the belt. And he lost some ball 4. The tying run is aboard for DC Everest with good speed. Scholes, who has stolen a base this year. So we go back to the top of the order, and Nevin Poppy.
Pitcher, Nevin Poppy.
Poppy 0 for 2. He has walked, struck out, and grounded out in the game. Trelka playing well in on the grass. Over at third base. Slide step, and Poppy will take a strike. Poppy came in 355, a team high, 2 triples of the 5 they have hit this year. That one high and tight. 1-1. Troca backs up a little bit now at the cutout of the grass. Swing and a miss. 1-2. On the Evergreens relief pitcher, Nevin Poppy. Ground ball. That's a fair ball to third. Long throw. That takes a big hop. Throw back to second and back in there in time. An infield single for Poppy. And now the go-ahead run is on base with nobody out for Hochberger, who already has 1 sacrifice today. You got to think he's going to be doing it again.
Left fielder, Brandon Hochberger.
As we'll get a mound meeting. As it will be Hochberger when play does resume. And I'm sure Coach Terpstra is going over his defense for a bunt coverage here. Do you have Trelka crash and have Roth try and get to third and run the wheel? Do you have Trelka stay back and let Skoviak go and get it? How they line up here, I think, will give us an idea. You got to think Brennan Hochberger will be bunting. He has 6 sacrifices on the season, and one of those was back in the first inning today. Tying run at second. Both corners, and Grasky goes back in. They got it picked up, but it's thrown into center field. Sager's going to try and throw him out of third. Throw is going to be late. It bounces away, and everyone moves up on an E1. They had the pickoff run perfectly. Infield now is in. That one up. 1-0. From my view, I view it as just an E1, and Poppy took second on the throw. There's a strike. Danger time for SPASH. Everest looking to tie it up or take the lead here. Nobody out. Tying run at third. Go-ahead run at second. with the speed of Poppy, who takes a big lead with the infield in. It's 2-1. A walk, an infield hit, and an error. SPASH had that pickoff play run perfect, and it's just thrown away. Line drive back up the middle, a base hit. This game is tied at minimum. Poppy around third. The throw is cut off, and DC Everest takes the lead on the 2-run single by Brennan Hochberger. It's a 3-2 Evergreen lead. And now you got to deal with Van Slyke. Van Slyke 1 for 3, a single back in the third. That one outside, ball 1. That'll miss. It's 2-0. Skoviak trying to limit it now to just the one. That one way up and out of the zone. It's 3-0. A walk to Schultz. The infield singled on the third base line by Poppy. They advance on the pickoff error. And then Hochberger singles right back up the middle. Giving the Evergreens the lead, 3-2. And a 4-pitch walk to Van Slyke. And so Van Slyke's going to have to run now, with his courtesy runner unavailable. So here's O'Brien. Cole O'Brien walked and struck out twice. O'Brien drops a bunt down. Nobody covering. Throw is in time, just in time. Grabsky to Beekler. Sacrifice successful. Runners at second and third for Ty Rohde.
Right fielder, Ty Rohde.
Rohde 1 for 3. He singled home a run back in the third. This is 21st RBI of his freshman season. Infield once again is in. Ground ball right back up the middle, past the diving Beekler into center. They're going to send the second runner around. The throw is all the way through. A big hop. It's off a Kovac, and everyone's safe. It'll be a 2-run single for Rohde. Takes second on the throw home. It's a 4-run inning for DC Everest. Still just 1 out for Dvorak. Now a 3-run lead for the Evergreens. Now 3 outs away when we get to the bottom of the 7th from the conference championship outright. Looking ahead, that'll be 9-1-2, Marschke, Sager, and Roth against Poppy. Dvorak, high chopper to third. Chelka is there, looks the runner back, throws him out, throw back to second, and in there is Rohde.
Second baseman, Logan George.
So here's Logan George. He tripled his last time up. He's 1 for 3. It's the last batter that Shizik faced. That's a high strike, and it's 0-1. George, the 8th batter of the inning. 4 runs on 3 hits for the Evergreens. There's a line drive, fair down the left field line. That'll bring in a run. George on his way to second. Throw is late. It's an RBI double. A 5 spot here in the 7th for DC Everest. 5 runs, 4 hits, 1 error. And looks like Trelka's going to get the baseball. We'll step aside. 2 outs here in the 7th. 6-2 Evergreens on Zaleski Sports, presented by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
Jonathan Trelka will come into the game to try and limit the damage to just the 5 runs. Trelka, his 9th appearance, he's 2-1, a 7.78 earned run average, giving up 10 earned runs in 9 innings, 16 hits. But a lot of those were early in the season. He'll face Lewis. As it looks like Noskoviak's going to go back into the game to catch. And Caden Weinferter will go in to play third base in the DH's spot. So Noskoviak re-enters the game. He went from catcher to pitcher, back to catcher. So you see the Evergreen dugout made some more noise. They're fired up. A 5 spot here in the 7th. Started with the walk to Scholes. Then Poppy with an infield single. A error on a pickoff attempt at second base. And then Hochberger, the 2-run single. A walk to Van Slyke. The bunt from O'Brien. Rhodey with a 2-run single. And George with an RBI double. So here is Lewis. 2/3 of an inning for Noskoviak. 2 walks. 5 runs. Lewis 1 for 3. Single back in the 2nd, struck out in the 6th against Thiel. And the first one is in there for a called strike. Again for Spash. In the 7th, it'll be Marschke, Sager, and Roth. Needing 4. At least. That one down and away. 1-1. George over at second base is 5 for 6 in stolen bases. That one down and away, a wild pitch. And George is on his way to third. Two balls and a strike. There's a strike, 2-2. Fly ball, shallow center. Sager in a few steps, makes the catch, ends the inning. But it was a big one for the DC Everest Evergreens. 5 runs, 4 hits. There was an error and a runner left. We go to the bottom of 7, last chance for Spash. Evergreens now lead it 6-2 for Nevin Poppy on Zaleski Sports, presented by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Hi, I'm Josh Marks, owner of Infinity Exteriors. 9 out of 10 brand new roofs can't pass a simple manufacturer warranty inspection, meaning 9 out of 10 brand new roofs have no warranty. Infinity operates on principles instilled in my Marine Corps service: honor, courage, and commitment. Infinity is meticulous craftsmanship, unbeatable quality, and always at the best price. Infinity buys more, pays less, passing those savings directly to you. We're booking new roofs, siding, and windows. Call today.
Rich, creamy, and fun. Point Craft Soda. Caffeine free, made with 100% real sugar. From Stevens Point Brewery.
Nevin Poppy looking to shut it down, get a win, and lock up the outright Wisconsin Valley Conference Championship for DC Everest. He will face Braden Marschke, Kaysen Sager, and Calvin Roth. Anyone reaches Neskoviak, Kara Loomis will probably re-enter and hit. Poppy went 1, 2, 3 in the 6th with a strikeout. So he will face Marschke, who was singled and walked in the game. Poppy works from the windup. Strike one. Strike two. 4-run lead. Poppy just looking for outs. He's not going to be nibbling. Strike three. 3 fastballs and 1 out. Here comes Kaysen Sager. Sager 0 for 3. He reached on a fielder's choice, scored a run back in the 5th. He squares, pulls it back, takes the ball outside. Hopped, crashing in from third on the square. And stay tuned. Your Nasonville Dairy post-game show will be on the way following the conclusion of this game. Get those fresh cheese curds made daily. Go to Marshfield Curtis, NasonvilleDairy.com to learn more. 2-0 on Sager. And these two teams will rematch in 2 days' time. Playoff time. SPASH will be the 8th seed. They're hosting Eau Claire Memorial. As there's a strike. Winner goes to Hudson. Evergreens have a bye as the 2 seed. They will face the winner of the 7-10 matchup, River Falls and Wisconsin Rapids. Be a tough match, River Falls. Both teams dangerous, so there's strike 2. River Falls was in the sectional last year. The 2-2 on Sager. Popped him up to first. O'Brien backing up onto the outfield grass. 2 down. Calvin Roth, last chance for the SPASH Panthers. He is 1 for 3, singled back in the 5th.
Shortstop, Calvin Roth.
SPASH needs to get Washington to the plate. Otherwise, this game will be over. That one up, ball 1. That one's on the inside corner, 1-1. The 1-1. Strike 2. Evergreens a strike away. Poppy waving to the crowd to get them on their feet. That one up and away, 2-2. The 2-2. Poppy out of the windup. Down and away. Count runs full. Noskowiak on deck. Again, Washington has to get to the plate. He would represent the tying run. Ball 4. There's one base runner. Roth is aboard for Adam Noskowiak, who's 1 for 2 with a single and a walk.
Pitcher, Adam Noskowiak.
Karolounis on deck. That one inside. Ball 1. O'Brien not holding the runner. No need. Fly ball, shallow center, long range. Lewis dives. It's behind him. Roth around third. He will come in to score on the RBI double by Noskowiak. That would have been quite one highlight if he were able to make that catch in shallow center. So Karolounis will re-enter. 0 for 2, a sac fly and an RBI back in the 5th. Team leader, 21 RBIs on the season for Karolounis. He's got home run power. Tying run now in the on-deck circle. Poppy got a strikeout and a pop-up to start the inning, then a walk and a double. Popped him up, foul ground. And that'll get just out of play. Actually grazes the backside of the fence. Strike 1. As umpire throws a ball in his patch, says that one is junk. Put it in the bucket. That's a batting practice ball now. I got plenty at home. The 0-1 for Karolounis. Trying to keep this game alive. Tying run still in the on-deck circle. Breaking ball misses. And the low strike has not been there in this game. The 1-1. Drive into deep left. Looking up, still going. And that's going to get off the fence. Karolounis on his way to second. He'll trade spots, an RBI double. And the tying run is coming to the plate in the form of Willie Washington. SPASH recognized the seniors before the game, or now graduates before the game started. One just doubled, following another senior double. And now Washington comes up as the tying run. Trelka on deck would be the winning run. Mound meeting on right now. So I feel like I'm watching TV land with the PA system going. So here comes Washington. 0 for 3.
Left fielder, Willie Washington III.
Washington leads the team in walks and on-base percentage, just shy of .450. Poppy looking for one more out. And he fires in a strike. With 2 outs, it was walk and then back-to-back doubles from Neskoviak and Karalunas to bring the tying run to the plate. Strike 2, outside corner. SPASH was down to their final strike with Roth. He drew the walk. They're down to their final strike again. DC Everest is the outright Wisconsin Valley Conference champion. A swinging strike for Washington, and the Evergreens have won the Valley here in 2025. Your final score, 6-4. Stay tuned. We've got your Nasonville Dairy postgame show coming up. We'll talk down by the Evergreen dugout here on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fury, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Keflatiri, Kefla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fury, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Keflatiri, Kefla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Rich, creamy, and fun. Point Craft Soda. Caffeine-free, made with 100% real sugar. From Stevens Point Brewery.
Selling your car to Doll Auto is quick and easy. Bring your title and keys, and you'll have a check in as little as 30 minutes. Still owe money on your vehicle? No problem. We'll take care of it. Doll Auto. Simple.
Go ahead.
Don't you dare.
Uh-oh, he has a whole gallon jug.
Probably shouldn't have said that.
Not the best idea.
Put it away. He's got a phone in his hand.
Don't hit him.
It's fine.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
Back here with your Nasonville Dairy post-game show, joined by Coach Langman and Brent Hochberg here, who had the game-winning RBIs. I guess, Coach, conference champs outright, it's got to feel good, especially in the way you did it, staying clutch, staying tough all the way through.
Yeah, that's all I can say about this group is resiliency. I don't know how many times we've done that this year, come back in the 6th, 7th inning, scored runs to win. Just a great group of kids, and it's been a blast.
And now you still got another game yet in a couple days, but then you turn your attention, you get the bye. You have a week between games after that, I guess. How are you going to move on from this one into Thursday and then into next Thursday, knowing you're going to have at least one more home game?
Well, just setting things up the way we kind of set it up last night and having guys pitch the way in the situations they need to pitch in. So we're just going to keep working hard and keep having fun.
And especially, like, talk about the seniors on this team. 21 wins their senior year with a chance for 22 and further. The school in general has had a great spring season as well. Just talk about what these guys have meant to this program.
Oh, these guys have been phenomenal. I wasn't sure what we were getting in the beginning of the year. We had a lot of guys that were uncertain. We had 2 sophomores step up last year for pitching. They still are battling for us now. We run 4 deep, so I couldn't be happier with these guys. Their work ethic, the way they prepare, and the way they listen and have a lot of fun around each other.
So, Coach, it was a great win to see, great win to call, and good luck the rest of the way, and we'll see you in the playoffs.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Brent Hochberger, highest player of the game, the game-winning single in the top of the 7th. Obviously, I'm guessing you were probably planning on bunting before the pickoff got into center field. What was your feeling when the infield came in, knowing you're going to get a chance to swing the bat and drive in these runs?
Expectations is driving those runs. So when they put the infield in, I'm just like, all right, let's win the game.
And then after that swing, that kind of set the wheels in motion. 5 runs later, you guys are in control. It was a little tight, though, in the bottom. They got the tying run, but I guess what was going through your head in the field, seeing that you guys were able to hang on and still grind out and get a win?
Oh, with the saying as a baseball team, what would Tommy do? Tommy invincible. So when I'm thinking that, I'm thinking, what would Tommy do? And Tommy would fight back. He'd just face the adversity. And so that's exactly what we had to do. Face adversity, 1 pitch at a time, win us the game.
And then what was going through your head? Conference champs outright. You had the share already, but now it is only in Schofield.
I'm mainly focused on Thursday.
Okay, sounds good. One last thing. So I'm going to give you the microphone. Stay right there. I'm going to get all the way. I'll count you in. We'll get you in our highlight house, right? You know how to do?
Yeah, I'm my name in the house.
Yep. So I'll go 3, 2, 1.
My name's Brandon Hochberger, and I'm in the house. I hope this microphone's still good.
It's tough. Thanks, man. Congrats, fellas. Thanks. DC Everest outright champs here in the Wisconsin Valley, 6-4 winners here from Buchholz Park. With that being said, we'll wrap things up here. This has been your Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Get those fresh cheeseburgers made daily at Marshfield Curtis, NasonvilleDairy.com. For Angelica Dean and for Ryan Rasmussen, this is Mike Wendland saying so long, everyone. Thank you for joining us, everyone. Stay cool, stay safe. We'll talk to you next time, and good night.